everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Nazuk from Bihar. So let's start today's video. It's actually day 6 of my English speaking challenge. And by the grace of God and to all my well wishers, I am able to do this. And it is I need to go a long way. It's just day 5. But you know what, guys? I'll be honest with you. Today, I also didn't want to make video. I was just like getting so much, you know, negligence. After hearing, after hearing this, you might think I'm the most laziest, slothful person in this whole world. But I need to be honest with you. I don't know what kind of person I am, but today it was just like I was about to finish this because it is so hard to me to continue to be consistent. Can you imagine? It's just day 5 and my procrastination level is so high. Oh my god. How am I dealing with this? I know that. And you know what? I thought the inner self. Let's start the video. We'll see. We'll not take it too long. And this thing. And my Saturn, you can say, the evil Nazuk was saying that it's okay. Why you need to make videos? It's just overwhelming. It's too overwhelming. Just leave it and live as comfortable as you are. Do whatever you want. And at the very moment, I realized that thing I'm doing for so long. What's new in it? And always remember, the road to heaven feels like hell. And that's so true. And the roads to hell feels like heaven at the first. So I just started video. I thought I'm not gonna use my second thought. Just let's start this. Stop arguing, both of you. I'm going to start this. Although we have a topic like yesterday we have discussed about it, so today I'm going to talk about 7 C's of communication, and most of you have a lot of knowledge about that. I'm just going to share my knowledge to you. So the very first of all, let me tell you what is 7 C's of communication. Communication plays a vital role in anything, while negotiation, while it has a very big impact. Whatever your communication skills, it matters. If your communication skills are higher or great, then you will be the master in whatever field you are working, because just like convincing customers through your communication skill matters. If you want to get an promotion, the way you convince your boss, the way you treat, the way you communicate to your partners, the way you communicate the other business dealers, it impacts. And your communication skill can make a lot of people a fan of yours, and that's very true. And nowadays the one who is very good communicator, my teacher says that always, that in nowadays, if the person is good at communication and their communication skills are great, no one can stop that person to win in their life, and it will always help him or her at every stages of their life. And that's the best thing. The best communicator can be the best convincer, and nowadays it's so very hard to convince people, and the one who is good at it, mind blowing. He or she has a lot of bright future in that field. I just can say commentator, communicator, and while podcast and other thing, your communication skills matters. So that's why this topic is very very important. So what I'm going to talk about. So by all of this, after analyzing all of these important things, people came to think that we should uh, we should learn how to be a best communicator, and that's why, and this is 7 C's of communication is introduced. It's seven C's because we have seven words which starts from C letter, the alphabet letter C. That's why it's called seven C's. Just because seven words, we'll explain it later. First, let me introduce what is the meaning of seven C's. So there are seven words which starts with C. So that's why we call seven C's of communication, because that seven words explain about the communication. So the very first word which starts with C is clear. So it says that whenever while you are in a conversation and you are using your communication skills, so let's very clear that your voice is clear. Whatever you are saying needs to be clear. Like the person in front of you can understand your each and every word. It's not like that. How's it doing? How's it doing? Like, how are you doing? Or how's you doing? Like it needs to be clear. I'm not saying a slow version of it, but it needs to be clear. What are you doing right now? 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 So there are a lot of stages, but your communication, your voice needs to be clear to the person who's in front of you. That's the first thing, and it's very important because have you ever experienced that if someone's voice is not clear to you and he's breaking up, his voice is like a guitar like that? So isn't it interrupting? Isn't it like you are irritated? You are being irritated by that. Wait a second. Let me draw the curtains because this light is disturbing me. Okay. So have you ever experienced that irritation while you are in a conversation and someone's voice is not clear? So that's the very first C of communication. Your voice needs to be clear. Be in a good internet connection. Have your network very fast and at least medium, not slow. Like all the barriers, all the things which can be an obstacle and a barrier in your clear sentences. Just stay away with that while conversation. Let's come to the next part. The second C of communication is concise. It's mean. Don't exaggerate your words. Don't exaggerate your sentence. Don't beat around the bush. It's an idiom, which means not saying the exact word and talking some useless things that doesn't make any sense with the questions. Always try to make your precise and brief information. Brief doesn't mean you need to explain more, but it means the things which is it means that which is necessary, and make it shorter. If you started explaining too much, possibly it will lost the interest of listener in you. That's the thing. Let's try to make your things concise and brief, precise, and if I'm saying make it short, it doesn't mean you need to just don't use the necessary thing. Try to make it shorter with the necessary stuffs. That's what important. A good communicator can understand, and that's what makes them unique. You have seen a lot of people are good in communication skills because they focused on those stuffs which we are not focusing. So the second thing is make your sentences shorter, make your explanations shorter, but all the necessary stops needs to be there. Okay, the third one is like concrete, and that's very important. Whenever you're explaining something, but concrete means like, have you heard about concrete cement like that? It makes it stronger, the bricks give it strength. So whatever you are saying, if you have examples with it, it will strong your statement. Okay, let me tell you. If like we are saying cycling is good for health, it's sentence. If I will add an example, like a certain country making a law that people should use cycle over cars so the pollution will be reduced, so it will like built my previous statement, isn't it? So have the examples, charts, whatever is related to that previous sentences to make it stronger. So it will build a trust in the people, in the audience who are listening to you. So it will create a great impact. That's what I mean. Okay, we have we did clear sentences, we did we make it concise, we make it concrete while adding examples, charts, or percentage analysis report, like that. Now the fourth thing is clear, concise, concrete. It's like coherent. Okay, coherent means like connected. You can understand it like connected. So you're this if you're talking about something, so if you're talking about something, your previous sentence needs to be connected with that part. It's not like totally different. It will create ambiguity or ambiguous situation, which means a confusion in your audience. So always try to connect your words. Whatever you are saying, it needs to be connected to the previous one, previous sentences. Then it will clarify, even clarify the doubts, questions of the audience, and they will take an interest in listening to you. Okay, and the thing is correct. Next one is correct. So it's very important to correct your statement. If you are if you are saying something, it needs to be correct. Okay, it's not like you will give some false information. Possibly some of them will have information about that, and if you are giving some false statements, they might interrupt you. They might, you know, they might try to put your impression down by giving their concrete examples, reports, and analysis. So be careful. Whatever the information you are delivering, it needs to be correct. Correct has also meaning like your grammar needs to be correct. If you are presenting something, you are on a stage, and you have your PPT behind you, and the PPT is, some of the grammar, some of the spellings are incorrect, so what it will create an ambiguous situation in the and a trust issue in your audience. They might think that if we can't even able to spell the word correctly, how are you gonna explain that tough project? How are you gonna make it true? Will make this dream true, like that. So it will create a lack of trust in them. So your PPT, your any objects, any things needs to be in a correct grammatical order. You know what? This 7C, like correct, is very misunderstood. People might think that correct means your grammar needs to be correct, your sentence needs to be correct, but they didn't focus that your information also needs to be correct. Correctness has come two parts. The first is grammatical, the second is your information needs to be correct. Okay. Now next is like complete. So let me combine that. First I said we speak clearly. 7C is first C, clear. Second is concise. We make it concise and shorter, and we deliver it. The third is coherent, like concrete. We give an examples. The fourth is coherent. We make it a connection with our first statement to the second one and the next one, the previous one is like all connected. And the fifth one is like we also focused on the correctness of our grammar and our information. The sixth one is like complete. So as I said, in concise, you need to make it shorter, but you don't need to eliminate the important stuff just to make it shorter. Okay, so this what comes in the completeness, that add all the informations, where, how, why, what are the reasons behind that, this, that, everything. It needs to be complete so that audience will left no any questions, and they will understood fully. So just try to make that type of communication skills, that type of informations, so that you will deliver it in a particular way, complete way, so that audience will left no any confusion. And that is the best thing. Okay, when, like, if you are speaking, they might have some kind of questions. Why is this happen? Where? How? When? And you started explaining each and everything by your own self. They might clearing all the questions, and it will be a complete relax. Wow, he gave all the questions answers. She gave all the questions answers. So it's a good impression for you. And the last one is most important, courteous. It means respectful. Whether you are delivering something, whether you are in debate, and anything. So, while you are saying anything, while you are, contradict anything, so be respectful. Show some respect to the audience. Show some respect to your competitor. It doesn't mean if you don't agree with them, so you'll just started disrespecting, you started abusing. This is not the correct way, okay? That's the thing. You need to show respect to them. Respect is the most important thing that every people likes, even you like it. So we should never disrespect anyone. Okay? So in communication, always remember your tone needs to be polite. Whether you are agree with that person or you are disagree with that person, always have a polite and soft tone while saying anything. You can say, okay, that's your perspective, but what I think is, like, you can say it like that. It doesn't mean if you disagree with that person, you started attacking, personal attack, you started abusing that particular person. That's totally stupid thing, and you don't need to do that. We don't want to do that. Okay. And this 7C I also want to develop, and we should also try to develop it. I know I'm not that much good enough in it, but I'm trying to be best in it. So let's see. So this is the 7 C's of communication which I told you. I hope you like it. And I have also told you that I will teach you guys how to find out what time it is at any point. Do you want to know that? Okay, wait, give me a moment. I might be audible to you guys, okay? So first of all, let me tell you about time zone. This might be not visible, I guess. And it's opposite, I guess. Don't worry, you can hear my voice, okay? So what I mean is, time zone is divided, okay? Like in the whole our what you can say, in our whole world map, like here it is London, okay? Here it is London, and between the center of the London, a GMT line is constructed, okay? And about 15 degree, 30 degree, like 15 degree, 45 degree, like this, the other imaginary lines are drawn, okay? Just listen to me, okay? It will make sense. Like that in the whole over the world. So here in this east side, 180 degree. Here in the west side, 180 degree, okay? The thing is that in the east side, the time is in plus, okay? But in the west side, the time is in negative, minus. So in the east side, time increases. In the west side, time decreases. So that's the thing. So after this calculation, this is actually about time thing. When I talk about time zone, so as GMT is drawn at 0 degree, okay? So here 15 degree east, 15 degree west, equally imaginary lines are drawn, okay? So for time zone, what they did, they have taken 2.5 degree from west and 2.5 degree from east. Wait a second, guys. uh, wait. I'm sorry, guys, it's like 7.5 degree from west, 7.5 degree from east. Okay, so after that 7.5 and 7.5 being 15 degree. Okay, so this from western side 7.5 and from eastern side 7.5, and they together make it time zone. So it's actually different from the time calculations. Okay, now what happened in this whole range, time will be same. If here's 12 o'clock, then this part is also 12 o'clock because it comes under same time zone. Have you got my point? So after that they started 15:15 as usual. Their calculation is just a little different. In the first GMT, let me tell you again. In the first GMT time, GMT has 0 degree, and 15:15 degree they just increases the time thing, and here same. But when I talk about time zone, so it has taken 7.5 degree from west and 7.5 degree from east, and then it created 15 degree time zone. And here's from 15 15 15 they have drawn, and whatever the time in that time zone will be equal. If this is a time zone area, equal time zone area, so if there is 12 o'clock, so here also 12 o'clock, here also 12 o'clock, because this is come under the same time zone. So this is about the time zone. Now let me tell you how we can calculate this. Okay, so basically, before doing the questions, let me tell you one thing, that as we know that 360 degree earth rotates from west to east, earth rotate from west to east, earth rotate, and it rotates 360 degree to complete one rotation. Okay, so this, the earth covers 360 degree. Let me write it here. Earth rotates 360 degree in 24 hours. Okay, and so we can find some normal calculations for here. So let's rotate this 24 hour, it covers 360 degree. So what comes in 1 hour, 360 by 24, and it will comes in 1 hour 15 degree. Don't worry, guys, I will post one short with it too. If it's opposite, like the words are not clear, I will upload a short for it. Okay, so it's actually 1 hour 15 degree. It's a normal calculation, so we calculated. So in 1 hour 15 degree, so 1 hour is basically means 15 degree in 60 minutes. Okay, so what we do, so what it in 1 degree, 1 degree 60 minutes by 15, and just cut it down, and 1 degree have 4 minutes. So the two main things we have is like 1 hour 15 degree and 1 degree means 4 minutes, and this will help in our upcoming, in upcoming questions. So wait, let me clean it. Okay, now, so our question is something like that. So basically the very first question is like, if let's suppose this is our GMT. So GMT has 12 noon, 12 p.m. Okay, and calculate the local time of the places located on the following longitudes. Okay, so it has given us two questions. The first one is like 30-degree west. We need to solve the tell the local time of it. Another question is like 65-degree east. So let me tell you first one thing. As we have solved 1 hour 15 degree, right, and 1 degree 4 minutes, it will ease your our conversation, ease our calculations. While giving the conversations thing, it comes in my mind automatically. Okay, so first of all, let's see, it's west side. So what I told you, west means negative and east means positive. The time will increases from the Greenwich time, and in the west it will decreases. So let's take minus sign first of all to make it understand. And it's 30-degree. So as we know, 15-degree means 1 hour, right? So 30-degree, it's very simple. Just multiple, so it means 2 hours, right? And how, like 2 hour increase or decrease? Obviously decrease, right? Because it's 12 p.m. So let's subtract the 2 hours. So it will become 11 and 10. So the time will be like 10 a.m. in that local place, 30-degree west, if the GMT time is 12 p.m. The first question is totally solved. And talk about the second one. It's like the second one says that 65-degree east. So east means positive. Let's take a positive sign. And as usual, 15-degree means 1 hour. So it's actually 65. So let's calculate first 60. So 60-degree means 4 hour. Okay. And now we have 5-degree. As we know already, 1 degree is 4 minutes. If you don't understand, then you will do that from the starting calculations from 360-degree. Okay. So 1 degree 4 minutes. So 5-degree means 20 minutes. So it's basically 4 hours 20 minutes. Okay, so now we need to increase or decrease. Of course it is east, so we will increase it. So if it's 12, so 1 2 3 4, it means 4 hours 20 minutes p.m. will be the time of that local time, 65-degree east. I hope it will make you understand. If it's not, then I will post one shorts. Don't worry about it, because I find it interesting. So I thought let's share it with you guys. And okay, there's one formula also if you don't want to do that much, but I like that logical thing. If you don't want, then there is one formula for you guys. For time calculations in minutes, we have a formula like degree into 4. Okay, and for time calculation in hour, because you know what, logical thing stays longer in your mind, degree into 4 by 60. This is the formula. Okay, I hope you understood this. And okay, gotcha. I hope you understood this. I hope you understood this. So, does that make any sense? If it's not, then don't worry, I will upload a shorts on it, okay? So this is the thing that I have promised to you guys, that I will show you about 7 C's of communication and that GMT time zone thing. Is it left anything? I think I have tell you some of the things. I will watch the video to get the idea that what I have shared that. So this is 29 minutes 42 seconds. So I think it's time to take a leave. Well, I'll meet you in the next video. Thank you so much. I didn't expected that I will speak this much, because my procrastination thing is very, very hard. I don't know how I'm gonna tackle this. And do you understand that? Well, keep supporting me, and I hope I will improve soon. And we will improve soon. Don't worry, we'll do this. Thanks for watching. Till then, take care. Bye bye.